Hey out there and welcome. I'm Kate and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. Everybody knows that when you're feeling down or just feeling kind of meh, the best thing you can do is move, right? Move your body. Go outside, take a few deep breaths, anything that you can do to kind of get yourself out of that stuck feeling. So today we're just going to move. Nothing fancy, nothing complicated, nothing you have to think too much about. Let's just move and feel good. So a couple of blocks if you want them, a blanket if you want that too. Find a quiet spot, roll out your mat, and let's get moving. All right, so we're gonna start in child's pose. So go ahead, come on into table. You can take your knees wide if you like, or keep them closer together. Send your hips back to your heels, and maybe stack your hands. Rest your forehead. And take a couple of breaths. You feel your shoulders soften and the muscles in your neck relax. If there's any tightness in your low back, you can try to send your breath back there. Start to loosen it up a little. Ease into those hips. Couple more breaths here. I'm going to walk your hands out. So they come out in front of you, about shoulder distance apart, and then pop up onto your fingertips. You've got little tents for hands, and wrap your triceps in toward your ears. And take a moment here and just kind of wiggle side to side. You can let your head hang. That's it. You're going to just walk your hands over to the right, nice and easy. And when you get where you want to be, you're going to press into that left hand. Feel your left side sitting bone drive back. Take a deep breath into that left side rib cage, your outer hip. Maybe even that outer armpit area. Ooh, it's tight in there. Inhale, walk yourself back through center. And when you exhale, we're going to go to the other side. And press into those right fingertips. Drag that right sitting bone back. And breathe. Right side starting to open a little bit. Yes. And then you're going to come back through the middle. And if your knees are wide, bring them back kind of so they're a little bit more parallel. And then slide your arms right alongside your body with your palms facing up. Give yourself a moment here to let the arm bone just kind of plunk down. And take a breath into your upper back. And we're going to do some kind of extensions here. I don't know what better way to call it. So ready? You're going to press into your shins and your feet. Inhale, slide your arms forward, lift your butt up, and we're just going to come up onto the knees, stretch your arms up. And when you exhale, fold all the way back down, slide your arms back. Same thing again. Inhale, lift it up, reach it up, and exhale, come on back down. One more. Inhale, reach it up. When you get up to the top, you're going to exhale, bring your arms into cactus for a second, and then just kind of rock a little bit side to side. All right, and then from here, you're going to bring your hands to your hips and take your right leg and stretch it out to the side, maybe slightly forward of your hip and onto your heel. You know, try to stay as square as you can through your pelvis so you're not like bonking out to the left or, to the right. Just look as awkward as you can. And when you inhale next, you're going to take your arms, reach them up, and then drop your right hand over. You're going to stretch up and over to the right. And while you're here, lengthen through your tailbone and feel the front of your left thigh root down. You're going to inhale, come all the way back up, and sail your left hand to the floor. Fingertips point away. Give yourself some space here. You're going to press through the pinky toe edge of your right foot, and then reach your right arm alongside your ear. And shake out your head. That's it. And you're going to keep that right leg out and just walk your hands back through center and spin your toes open and pull your heel in. So now we've got this lungey thing here, and we're gonna lift back up. So we're back onto that left knee, and take your right forearm to the top of your right thigh, and maybe scoot your right foot out a little bit if you've come a little too close. And then we're just gonna kind of into the hips. Feels a little bit like the Tin Man in there right now. So we're gonna oil it up. That's it. And then if you want to, you can slide your right hand down to the inner edge of your leg here, on the block if you want it. And then take your left arm alongside your ear one more time. Gonna windmill this left hand down, walk yourself back through table and straighten that right leg out to the side one more time. Keep your right hand to the floor, sweep your left arm up, and then come all the way underneath onto that left shoulder, onto your left ear. Maybe you can grab that big toe. If you want to take your right arm, reach it up, find a half bind here. All right, gonna release your right hand onto the floor, slide yourself back up through your table, sweep your right leg straight back behind you, tuck your toes and just push through your heel. Pull your low belly in, float that right leg up, inhale. And when you exhale, you're gonna drag your knee in toward your nose, just one, curling in. Inhale, kick it back. And when you exhale, step that right foot up between your thumbs, sink your hips. Pop onto your fingertips. You're gonna take a breath in, feel your chest lengthen. When you exhale, slide your hips back. Work to straighten that right leg. Rock forward again on your inhale. And pull it back on your exhale. One more. Rock it forward and pull it back. And let's kind of hover here for a moment. You can keep your back toes untucked, tuck them under. And then rock forward again. You're gonna plant your hands with those back toes tucked, step back, downward facing dog, and just sway it out for a moment. Oh, yeah. It feels good, sorry. Like making all the noise. I'll quiet down. Inhale, rock forward into plank. And when you exhale, drop your knees. Slide your hips back to your heels, arms alongside your legs. Fold yourself back into child's pose. We're gonna go for those extensions again, right? Press into your shins. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, come on back down. Two more. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring it back down. Last one. Reach it up. We're gonna stay up here, bend your elbows, bring them into cactus, maybe kind of squeeze those shoulder blades down. Ugh. All right, and then hands come to your hips. Boom. Take that left leg out to the side, slightly forward, perhaps. Here we go. Left hand to your thigh. Reach that right arm up. Lengthen up through your right side and take your lean to the left. Oh, keep that tailbone, excuse me, that tailbone long. Stretch down through the front of that right thigh, all the way into the floor. Root into that right heel, or that left heel. And then bring your right hand to the floor. Fingertips point away. Press through the pinky toe edge of your left foot and take your left arm up and over. And you can shake out your head here. That's it. And then you're gonna walk yourself back through center for just a moment. Open those toes again, slide your heel back in, and we're gonna come on up. Left forearm to the top of your left thigh, right? And you can lean to the left. And maybe scoot that left foot out again once you start to kind of get your lean here. And just rock forward, or forward, rock out to the side. That's a little more accurate. Yeah. All right, and then you're gonna slide your left hand down to the inside of that foot on the block or on the floor. Take your right arm alongside your ear. Gonna windmill that right hand down. Come back through your table, left leg still out to the side. Straighten that left leg again. Toes point straight forward. Keep that left hand right underneath you. Sweep your right arm up and we're gonna thread. Come all the way down. Ooh, onto your right shoulder. Try to keep those hips as square as you can here. If you want to keep your left hand on the floor, just work the rotation of your chest. If you want to take that left arm, reach it up, find a half bind here. It's entirely up to you. And you're going to release, left hand down. Bring yourself back up through your table. And then sweep this left leg straight back behind you. Tuck your toes for just a moment. Push through your heel. And breathe. That's it. We're going to float that left leg up. Inhale. Knee to nose. When you exhale, draw it in. Inhale. Kick it back. Exhale. Step it up between your thumbs. Give it some help if it needs. Come onto your fingertips. Sink your hips, but feel your chest lift up. Yes. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, drag your hips back. Little Ardha Hanuman. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, pull it back. One more. Rock it forward. Sink through those hips. And then pull it back. And we're going to hold here in your Ardha Hanuman. Tucking through the back toes if you'd like. Still square through those hips. Notice if you're kind of jutting in either direction. Try to keep your sitting bones stretching straight back behind you. Then we're going to rock forward, plant your hands, step it back, downward facing dog. And same deal here. Kind of pivot side to side. Then you're going to take your feet slightly wider than your hips distance. Come high onto the balls of your feet and drop both feet over to the right. And this outer right hip wants to kind of sink down, but don't let it. Press it up, pull it back. Inhale it up through the middle. And when you exhale, same deal, over to the left side, drop those feet. And that outer left hip's going to drag up and back. Press firmly through both hands. And then back up through the middle. Can reset your feet. Come on forward into plank. And drop your knees. Take your thighs to the mat. Hips, elbows are going to point straight back. Shoulders stay soft and away from your ears. A little high cobra here. And then slowly, as slowly as you can manage, lower yourself down. Come onto your forehead or your chin. You're going to slide your hands back behind you. Drag your knuckles toward your heels and peel it up. And shake your head gently side to side. Keep the tops of your feet rooted if you can. Just working through your chest and your upper back. Inhale. And when you exhale, release your hands. Plant them to the floor. Slide yourself up through table. Tuck your toes. And downward facing dog. And you're going to take your right leg, lift it up, swing it back, down dog split. One knee to nose, pull it in. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, step it up between your thumbs. Stay on those fingertips. Keep your back knee lifted. Reach your chest forward as you push through your left heel. Inhale. And then exhale. Draw those hips back. Scissor through your inner thighs. This outer right hip's going to pull, 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 pull. You got it. And then you're going to lift onto your right heel. Pull those toes back toward your shin. Try to soften through your shoulders. One breath here. Lengthen your spine. And then plop the ball of your foot down. Soften that right knee. You can walk your hands forward. You're going to step forward. Hook your right or your left foot behind your right so those ankles cross. Give yourself a moment here. Press firmly through your feet. Then step the left foot, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Press into your feet, come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, big reach. You're going to draw your hands down through center and fold back into your Uttanasana. Easy fold, halfway lift. And plant your hands, downward facing dog. Float that left leg up, inhale. Just one, knee to nose, pull it in. Inhale it back. And then up between those thumbs, pop onto your fingertips. Feel those hips sink down. Energize that right leg as you push through your heel. Shoulder blades in your back, get as long as you can. And when you exhale, press the floor away. Work to straighten that left leg. Blocks under your hands are always a good idea. I just don't have any nearby. You can pull that outer left hip back a hair as you stretch your chest forward. And then you're going to draw those toes up, come onto your heel. Oh, that feels delightful. One breath here, lengthen out. And then soften, ball of your foot back to the floor, bend that left knee. Oh, here we go. We're going to step it forward. Right foot steps behind the left and fold. Shake out your head. That's it. Right foot steps next to the left. Inhale halfway. Exhale and release. Root into those feet. Come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. We're going to go back down. You're ready? Fold. Exhale. Draw your hands down through center. Halfway lift. And downward facing dog. Right leg's going to lift. Nothing fancy. Need a nose. Just one. Pull it in and round. Inhale. Kick it back. When you exhale, step it up. Crescent lunge this time. Come all the way to the top. Soften through your shoulders. Feel your feet press down. Strengthen those legs. Nice. Pull your low ribs in. Sink a little deeper. Warrior two. Why not? Take a breath here. Then you're going to windmill both hands down to the inside of your right foot, and we're going to walk gently back into Skandasana. So you're going to bend that left knee, come onto your right heel. With your hands on the floor, you can really work the stretch through the inner thigh. Feel your chest lift, and then walk your hands forward as your sitting bones pull back. And you can stay on your fingertips or you can palm the floor. Then walk your hands back underneath you. We're going to walk into lizard to the front of the mat. Come to the inside of that right foot. Drop your back knee. Sink those hips, lift your chest. You can stay up on your hands or lower onto your forearms. Another breath. And then those back toes are going to tuck. You're going to step the left foot forward for Malasana. Taking a block under your butt or a blanket under your heels makes this a little more palatable, right? And we're just going to rock a little bit side to side. And then plant your hands, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock it forward into plank. Drop your knees, your thighs, your hips, elbows in, sides of the neck nice and long, high cobra, and then lower. Slow and steady. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last bit, take your left leg, sweep it back, knee to nose. Kick it back, and then step it up. Here we go, press into your feet, crescent lunge, rise up. Hopefully we're already moving through the mat, right? Moving through the mat. Take your arms, reach them up, sink into the floor. You've got super strength in your legs, right? Pull your low ribs in. I used to wibble wobble in this pose all the time, right? Constantly doing this. So if you're here, it's okay, right? It's okay. It will get easier because you will get stronger. Arms up, shoulders soft. Sometimes I like to think about how much I used to wibble wobble while I was here. It makes me appreciate where I am. Take your hands, open them up, Vira 2. It's nice to think about where you came from once in a while, right? Where you've been. Soften your shoulders. Then you're going to windmill your hands down to the floor, to the inside of the foot, and then walk yourself toward that right foot. Bend into that left knee. Into that right knee. Oh, yeah, yo, yo, yo. Walk your hands forward. Sink your hips back. Okay, walk your hands back underneath you. We're going to lizard pose to the front of the mat, right? So nice and easy. Spin yourself around. You can scoot that left foot out. Drop the back knee. Feel your chest lift. You got it. You're going to step your right foot to the outside of your right hand, Malasana. Then drop your butt to the floor. Roll all the way back. And roll a couple circles here. Couple circles there. That's it. Bring your arms out to the sides. Let your knees drop over to the right. Oh, it's like heaven. Take your gaze to the left. Back up through the middle. And knees to the left. Oh, slide your gaze to the right. Oh. Moving the mat. Here we go. It's moving out. And then back up through the middle. Hug your knees in. So if you'd like to take a Shavasana, you can absolutely go ahead and do that. Pause it. You can stop me now and do your thing. But I'm going to finish with a comfortable seat. So you can roll up if you'd like. Grab a blanket or a block to sit on if you're not going into your Shavasana, and take a couple of breaths with your eyes closed, with your sitting bones rooting down, shoulders relaxed, without adding any strain or tension to your body. Feel the crown of your head rise up. So you're taking up a little more space. Breathe here. And hopefully we have today successfully moved through the mat by just moving, right? Doesn't have to be hardcore or complicated. It can just be. Bring your palms together into Anjali Mudra and bow your head and honor your body and your breath in this practice that continues to give little tiny gifts every time you step on your mat. Thank you for joining me. As always, please comment and let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And hey, check out some other videos. Make it a great day.